All right.
How we get it? Okay, let me go. Are we ready for this shit?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, JusJrdn here. Another day getting naked for the internet. We're stepping on the scale here. Look at all that goddamn hair on my head, man. Let's see what's happening. Ooh, thumbs up. I feel good because we're getting better at the camera angles. I feel like I finally am getting certain things down. So as you can see, we all 219.6. Little bit up from yesterday, but that's okay. We're still quite a ways down, officially 9 pounds down. So my balls are green. Says, so are your abs something you've built and trained over time? Because I'm 155 at 5'10 and I'm barely seeing them. And yeah, you know, I've been training for a very long time. So I got quite a bit of muscle mass. I might have quite a bit of fat on me right now, but I have quite a bit of muscle mass, including my abs, over time. I might have a little bit of extra fat on me, but I've continuously trained my muscles pretty hard for the last couple decades. Carrie Blue 001 says, great job, day 2 for me, congrats. The question, besides the workouts that you show, what is your typical day? Example, do you stand a lot or sit a lot? So let me get into this. Obviously, I'm making my snake juice just for those, because I always got people in the comments. I do half a teaspoon of no salt, half a teaspoon of regular salt, and about 500 milliliters of water. Slam that back. Snake juice. And to answer your question, I do a lot of sitting during my day. That's why I like to have my workouts be so long, so that I'm active for a longer period of time. However, I do get up every once in a while, or continuously, to stretch and just to move around. But yeah, my day-to-day life is pretty, you know, I sit at a computer most of the day. Here's me getting that jet fuel ready. So yeah, I do a lot of sitting. That's why I try my best to have kind of longer workouts when I can fit them in. I think it's good for your body. I like to go for a couple walks in the day too. It's, you know, getting kind of cold in Canada, specifically in Edmonton. So, you know, but I still like to try to get out there and go for a little bit of walk, get some sunlight in the morning at least. Good questions, man. Thank y'all so much for the questions, for the likes, for the comments, and for subscribing. You know, it all really means a lot. The channel is growing at a really steady pace right now, and it's super exciting. It just means that I can continue to do these videos for y'all, and the support really means a lot. So thank y'all so much. Here's that coffee, and I cannot... Whoa, wait. I had a little bit of alcohol the night before, as you see it in the video, and I could really tell that it impacted the quality of my sleep. I wasn't hungover or anything, because I did choose to stay very hydrated, lots of snake juice. I don't continuously drink snake juice throughout the day, the potassium and the salt water, but I definitely get it in first thing in the morning, and then probably another at least 2 liters of it after I'm done my training and stuff afterwards. So I get quite a bit of it, but I do also just drink regular water, and I've been loving the coconut water lately. Even the little tiny jump in the scale you can see here, honestly, it's probably just because I was drinking so much water the night before and today even, or the day of this. So as you know, we're getting that hour cardio in. Today was a good day. I was feeling a little tired again just because my sleep quality, because of that little bit of alcohol I got in. So we just stuck with a higher rep shoulder workout today, which I'm not a huge fan of training shoulders, but it's super, super important. So we did nice and slow Arnold presses. These aren't nothing crazy. It's 25, 30 pounds each, I think, maybe. And we were doing hella sets of like 12 to 15. I think we ended up doing somewhere between 6 and 8 sets of these. I really encourage a lot of overhead pressing. When I used to train a lot of people one-on-one, especially my elderly clients, a lot of people start to lose that overhead range of motion. So please make sure you're getting them overhead presses in. I do a lot of overhead presses. These ones, just one arm straight, the other arm going. Again, I just wanted to do lightweight, get a nice pump, and still, brutalize the muscle a little bit to help encourage a little bit of growth. I've been getting a pretty decent amount of protein in over the last several days, and, I hope to even bump that up a little bit more over the next coming weeks. But, the quality of the food has definitely been increasing. And then we just did some neutral grip presses just to failure here. Again, lots and lots and lots of overhead pressing. And then we did a few sets of laterals and frontal raises too, just to burn out the delts completely. It's nice and simple, man. Lifting doesn't have to be anything complicated, and there's so many different ways you can go about your lifting routine. You can do more reps, you can do higher weight. Here are them lateral raises. You can do them slower, you can do them one at a time, one arm at a time, one leg at a time. So there's just, you can do the isometric holds. There's so many ways you can train. Body weight, heavy weight, that's why the machines, that's why I like to switch things up so much, so often. I've been training pretty fucking consistently since I was in junior high. So, that's when I first started training. I didn't know very much then. I know much more now, and I'm still learning. Here's me in the sauna. And that's one thing I think that's cool about anatomy and biology, is that we're constantly studying it, and there's constantly, we're constantly learning new things about the human body, and that's what keeps me motivated to learn, and what keeps me motivated to keep moving my body, especially all of the research and stuff that's gone into longevity and health span. And and so one thing I've learned recently about health span and longevity, health span is defined by the amount of time in your life before, your quality of life goes down because of illness or disease. And so your health span, could be 50 years, 60 years, whatever it happens to be. But one of the biggest contributing factors outside of your macros, your protein, carbohydrates, and your fats, is actually one of the biggest things is just overall calories. So if you're constantly overeating, that is one of the worst things you can do for yourself. It's crazy the research that has gone into calorie restrictions, even a couple hundred calories, or fasting, and how that really just makes your body more resilient. It's phenomenal. And again, this is why I like biology so much. I just think it's so interesting. There's factors to our health that we don't have control over. Of course, there's disease and all kinds of things, but there's so much that we have control over. Our food choices, our choices for activity, getting sunlight, not eating inflammatory foods. There's so many things. Even all of this research in the hot and cold therapies, like the hot baths and the cold showers and the saunas, have been phenomenal. And so I'll continue to learn, and hopefully through these videos and through your questions, I'll be able to share some of the knowledge that I have. So here's some coconut water. Shout out Faith. She gifted me a whole liter of coconut water, and I'm not even gonna lie, this was delicious. I drank the whole thing yesterday, which only worked out to be like 150 calories, just a little bit underneath that. A shit ton of potassium. I was thirsty. So here's our meal. We got about 1,000 calories of ground beef, 100 grams of protein. We got about 200 calories of shrimp, 20 grams of protein, 400 calories of rice, 10 grams of protein, coconut water 150. I had a couple sips left of that vodka drink, so I finished her off. Cucumber. I ended up not eating the oranges. I was too full. just probably from all of the water. This meal was delicious. Altogether, we got about 1,900 calories, about 130 grams of protein. It was a solid day. Hour cardio, 45 minutes in the sauna, 30 minutes in the bath, and whatever time it took to lift those weights. Feeling good. Excited to be down even more weight over the next coming weeks. Thank you all so much for your support. Don't forget that I'm still running a pre-order sale. I'm trying to sell 1,000 vinyl records by my 30th birthday, November 18th. I really appreciate everyone subscribing. Please go check out my website. Oh yeah, check out this food right now. I crushed everything up into this little bowl, added some fucking chutney and some mayo, and then I, of course, had to add that Cholula. I love that shit. Oh, this meal was delicious, man. I scarfed it down. Anyways, thank y'all so much. I'll be back tomorrow. More love, more success. Jay!